So Phoeyu might have just ruined Watashi Ruby's entire career. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys pretty much the downfall of Watashi Ruby and what I think is going to be happening soon. Okay, so if you don't know who or what I'm talking about, you probably have, because this guy is probably the most hated person in the GPO community, like ever. I don't think I can think of anybody as hated as Watashi Ruby. This man is literally hated. Like, here, let me go ahead and show you guys a couple of messages that I see roaming around general chat that just depict what people think of Watashi Ruby. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much how most people feel about him. I would say it's about 75% that actually kind of hate his guts to the core. And why is that, you may ask? Well, it's simple. So Watashi Ruby, he's pretty much been manipulating, or allegedly manipulating, the trading values since probably about like 1.5 or maybe 2 years. But actually, I could go ahead and check right now. Alright, so we're on this dude's channel, and let me go ahead and scroll all the way down. Okay, so yeah, this guy's already been doing it for over a year. Well, we're at like probably like 2 years. We're at 2 years now, almost there. And yeah, pretty much almost 3 years. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This guy has posted like over 1,000 videos on the GPO value. So this guy, pretty much, he's the value guy. If your Kikoku has gone up and down in value, or if your mythic chests have gone up and down in value, this guy is the primary reason as to why any of that even fluctuates at all. This guy basically controls it, and there's nothing that pretty much anyone can do about it to stop it, until recently. But hold on, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Watashi Ruby he's the all-time trading guy. Yeah, I've covered some videos about him last year when he was like very trendy, and everybody decided, like, you know, they really hated this guy because allegations started coming out and he was becoming very mainstream. Phoeyu even actually said something about this, so let me go ahead and pull up his message. Okay, during the time of me making videos on him, a little bit after that, he said, FYI, if you are a trader, trade items based on what you think it's worth and not on a tier list. So Phoeyu's low-key kind of based for that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. And yeah, so he was pretty much explaining to everybody that you can't rely on a random guy for your tier list. You can't just let somebody dictate what you think that your items are basically valued at. You know, trade what you think. Obviously, people didn't listen. They still used Watashi because, you know, hive mentality. You know, the GPO hive mentality. If one person thinks something, everybody's gonna collectively just think that way, and you pretty much can't stop it. A little bit after this, he announced that he would be adding an official trading value list. So if you go over to the official links right here in the GPO Discord and you click on it, what it would do is it would bring you to a Google document site where it had basically the trading tier list. Now, this trading tier list, it's pretty decent. You know, if you're a complete noob, you don't know anything, or you're coming back to the game, then this is pretty much what you need to look at. Like, it just gives you like a general consensus of where things stand. This doesn't give you exact values though. That's the thing. That was the biggest flaw in this. Like, Phoeyu released this official guide, but there was no actual numbers. We didn't know how far 300 legendary fish bait was from Darkblade, or how far Tori was from Mochi. Like, yeah, we knew that they were in the same category, but how much of a W or how much of an L were you actually taking? And that's why even after they released this, people were still continuously choosing to follow Watashi Ruby, as well as them not constantly updating it. Now, if I go back to Watashi, you know, this dude, he's on it. He's always on it. 17 hours ago, 1 day, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, 10. He uploads pretty much almost daily, if not, like, you know, by like every other day. And if you go to GPO's official value list, I know Zach is actually the guy who uploads them. So let's go over to Zach's channel. Okay, here we are on Zach's channel. So he posted one about 7 days ago. And if we go ahead and see how long ago before that it was, boom, 1 whole month ago. And then if we see what it was before then, okay, yep, right here, 9 months ago. This was literally in March, which is pretty disappointing because that is a lot of time, and items are not going to stay the same for months and months and months on end. So obviously, if it's not getting constantly updated, and Watashi literally has a more in-depth value list, people were just gonna naturally just stake back to Watashi and because why would you go official trading tier list if it tells you stuff that you basically already know? Now, recently, we have actually had a fix. Now, I recorded this video, you know, just to hate and just like I said, like, you know, we gotta do something. I wasn't actually gonna give a solution, but we actually do have a solution. Now, if you go over to this tab, there's the trading economy, official trading tier list, and traveling merchant. But if you click on the economy, look at this. We actually have official estimates as to what you could get for this. This is a major step in the right direction. Why? Because it tells you the demand and it tells you what you can actually get and receive from this. If you look at Prestige Infernal Rocket Blade, you can get Wender and ads. If you want to get Prestige Wender, you can trade it daggers and CC with ads, or Chroma Ulsing IP back and ads. Or if you want to get Dominus, too unstable to, you just, okay, that one you can't even market, or you can't even estimate that. But this is crazy. This is a great step in the right direction. I'm not gonna lie, if this gets more coverage, this gets spread farther and farther in the GPO community, I think that we could all actually collectively stand against Watashi and start following the official value list like how it should be. If you go down, they got everything to the Yukia Bunny, Mythical Chest, Kikoku, Dark Blade, Nightfall Shroud. The only things that they are missing is the more lower tier stuff. They have all the way up to a Legendary Fruit Chest, but what they don't have is the little miscellaneous stuff, which in my opinion, I don't think it's a big deal. Like once you get to all the way, I say around this area, it really does not matter, bro. Like this is where I literally give out leg chests for just random stuff here. Like this is super low tier to the points where I really can't estimate actual values. Now Watashi does have actual values. That's the only thing that I would say that it has over the official trading tier list, but this is a great step in the right direction. If we have if they update this constantly and they actually go in more in depth with even more values, I think that we can actually collectively as a community go ahead and make that switch that is needed to stop following Watashi for good and will completely end him. So that's pretty much the end of this video. I just wanted to make this aware to you guys that we don't need to continue following Watashi. I know we have some struggles. We struggle to get what we want, but I think that within the next couple of months, trading will actually significantly change, and I think that this could be like a less toxic space and more of a more friendlier space. You know, people obviously if you worked hard for your items, I don't expect you to give away your Prestige World Ender for something like a Tori and a Pika, but I think that if we stop worrying about like every little point in value, then we can really grow stronger as a community. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, the value list, the trading economy, Watashi Ruby, and with that being said, if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.